As lawmakers work to complete the state's next two-year budget, some budget areas are coming together. One that has been agreed to is funding for clean water, land, and legacy. Joining me is the chair of the Senate Legacy Committee, Senator Carrie Ruud. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's exciting, isn't it, to see people in no masks and we're together in the studio. I think you said the first time.
Yes, you are my first in-studio guest in more than a year.
Oh, I am honored to be the first guest.
So let's start with your committee funding for the next biennium. The money that funds the Clean Water, Land, and Legacy Finance Bill comes to $645 million. It's the result of Minnesotans voting to raise taxes on themselves back in 2008. The amendment expires in 2034, so we're basically at the halfway point. How important has this funding been?
Oh, it's really been amazing. There's so many states across the United States that are so jealous of what Minnesota has done, and this has really moved us forward in the environment. We just celebrated the 10th anniversary. We had a big celebration before we couldn't have celebrations, and it was really wonderful. And I think one of the things that we really are focused on now is in 10 years or 9 years, we're going to have to prove to the people in Minnesota that we did a good job spending their money. And so we have made some really, I think, great structural changes in the last couple of years to make sure that the money has gone exactly the way the voters voted for it, that we stick to the Constitution and what they wanted the money to go for. So that in 10 years we can say, look at the great job we did in spending the money the way you wanted it to. And so the programs we've instituted and how we're going forward, we think we're very proud of where we're going and where we've been, but we've learned a lot in the last 10 years about, we've done a lot of studies, and now we want to implement all those things, the boots on the ground kind of idea.
So the money is divided up into 4 categories. One of those categories is trails and parks and trails. The Department of Natural Resources does receive a significant amount of this money, and the pandemic certainly prompted Minnesotans to get out and explore the natural beauty of the state. I read in the Albert Lea Tribune that there's a new partnership between public libraries and the Department of Natural Resources, so patrons can check out a parks pass and get out and hit those trails. What are some other examples of the parks and trails benefit of this amendment?
You know, we look at, we want everyone to use our parks and trails. And some of our parks and trails are not really accessible for a certain population. They have trouble getting to the restrooms. The trails are, maybe they're dirt or they're gravel and they can't use them. So part of what we do is make our parks accessible to everyone. So you can bring grandma to the park if she's in her wheelchair, or if someone has a disability that makes it difficult for them to get there. We want that to be an experience for everyone. So making the trails and the facilities accessible, this amendment has really helped and focused on that. And so that's an amazing thing. And then making some of our facilities, we want to use, say, solar panels. We want to be very environmentally friendly in our parks. And so this amendment has really allowed us to do those extra things that we needed to do, that we wanted to do, we just didn't have the ability to do.
The amendment dollars also fund clean water, which to protect, enhance, and restore Minnesota's lakes, rivers, streams, and groundwater. What are some of the ways that the legacy money helps one of Minnesota's greatest assets?
You know, we fund the soil and water conservation districts out of the Clean Water Fund, and that's been kind of controversial, but for the last 6 years we have done that, and I think that has made a tremendous difference. They are the boots on the ground that really implement all the clean water programs, whether it's a Bowser or MPCA or DNR. They really help implement them. They are willing to work with anyone in their area. We have the One Watershed, One Water Plan. They work with the farmers to make sure that the farmers are doing good soil health things. So that is the implementation of all these wonderful programs, and the funding of the soil and water conservation districts is really an amazing piece to this.
And one new program that I saw was in the final agreement is called River Watch. What is that?
Oh, it's so fun. So we started out with a small group of kids, and they monitor the river. And they monitor they go out in there on the banks, and they also go out in canoes, and they monitor, they take water samples, and they send it into the laboratories for analysis, and they're really involved in watching clean water. And we have funded that for 4 years now, but we want to take it on the road. And we think that just rather than having a small group of children on the Red River, we want to bring it to, like, say, children on the Mississippi River, so that they really are invested in what is clean water and what's coming down my river and what's next to me. And so it's really fun. So this year we're funding to expand the program to other areas, and we hope that we can bring it statewide to bring in a lot of children in the next generation.
Also, in the Clean Water Fund is money for the University of Minnesota to develop testing for chronic wasting disease in water. Now, chronic wasting disease affects our both farmed and wild deer. The prions stay in the environment permanently. What's the importance of this? What can you say about this?
You know, this is something that we had not funded, and it was not in our bill. But we have a crisis situation up in Beltrami County where we have a farm that has chronic wasting disease, and now from that farm there's 10 other farms that are quarantined, so we're kind of in a crisis situation. And some of the deer were found, the carcasses were found in the water in a stream that goes through this farm. And so we need to know where those prions went, because they are kind of indestructible. And we are really excited that we are able to react to a current situation and fund this. And we had Dr. Peter Larson from the University of Minnesota come and speak to us about how important this was. So we were really happy that we can include this funding right now when it's so critical.
Also receiving funding is the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, which supports the State Arts Board, the Minnesota Historical Society, the Humanities Center. There's more. Tell us about a few more things that this branch of funding supports.
You know, one of the things that we've done structurally that I'm really proud of is we decided that the state legislature should not pick winners and losers. And so we have made funds, say cultural heritage, and we put in language that says all Minnesotans can apply for these funds. And the Humanities Center has worked really hard with us to make sure the language is exactly how it should be, so every Minnesotan can apply for these funds for their culture, their heritage, regardless of what it is. And then we also have the children's museums. We have a plethora of children's museums. They're so important across the state. And so we did the same thing. We made a pool of money. They can all apply. It makes sure that the funds are used correctly, not for operating expenses, but for great new exhibits for them. We did the same thing with the veterans memorials, because there's a lot of small towns who they love their veterans. They have memorials, and they need just maybe a little help to get them over the edge to get that memorial finished and done. And so we made a pool of money for them that they can apply for. So instead of individual legislators picking winners and losers and groups and what they can do, they can apply through this grant program through the Humanities Society. And then we think it's really fiscally responsible, because if maybe they don't have the ability to administer the grant, the Humanities Society can help them to do that the money is accounted for and used properly. So we're excited, and we think that in 10 years we can say, gosh, look at what we've done and what we've accomplished.
One last question. The Outdoor Heritage Fund is the fourth category. It's funded on an annual basis. Recommendations come from a 12-member council called the Lessard-Sams Outdoor Heritage Council. This year, the legislature is funding all of their recommendations. How effective is this council?
They are amazingly effective, and that's why the Senate really fought for the last 3 bienniums to make sure that we take their recommendations and we don't change their recommendations. I see Senator Lang in our caucus. He walks around with this huge 3-ring binder, and they vet every project, and they rank them on how ready they are and the importance of their project. And they meet. They have, I think they're actually meeting today to start the next funding process. So they do an amazing job. There's a citizens group and a legislative group, and they work together hand in hand to come up with this great proposals. And they are all really well vetted, nonpartisan, and their staff is excellent. Mark Johnson does a great job. So I can't speak more highly for that group and what they accomplish.
Senator Carrie Ruud, I want to thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, it's been fun, and I'm so honored to be the first. Thank you.